do the Bucs have what it takes to actually win a playoff game? Likely will make it in, but can they win one?
Right now, I think they can. I mean, I really do. And it's not just a prisoner of the moment thing. Obviously, we were wrong on the Bucs. We thought they would be one of the worst teams in the league. On the other side, I feel like I have been one of the few people that has always believed in Baker Mayfield. I've said on this show that I never thought he wasn't one of the best 32 quarterbacks playing, right? It's like, you're telling me he's not a starter somewhere? Come on. Like, I've seen what he can do. I thought him losing the cocky attitude for a while actually hurt him. And it's almost like Cleveland moving on from him broke him. It really did. But yeah. I'm telling you, what changed him and resurrected his career wasn't going to Tampa. It was that week with Sean McVay. It was when he got pulled to the Rams on a Tuesday with no practice, played that game, led a comeback against the Raiders, I think it was. And it was impressive. It put Baker Mayfield in a new light. And that football game gave him a chance in Tampa. They gave him a 1-year deal, a prove-it deal. And in my opinion, they'd be stupid not to sign him to a multi-year contract. Is he one of the best quarterbacks in the league? No. But you can win football games with Baker Mayfield, especially in the NFC. And the last, 2 weeks he's been playing absolutely outstanding. I mean, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league right now, at least over the course of the last 2 weeks. And I know it's not like elite defenses or anything, but if they're playing like this, they can win a lot of football games.
Like you mentioned, the past couple of weeks, Baker Mayfield has been outstanding. He played the best game of his career last week, went 22 for 28, and just kind of walked up and down against the Packers, right. And then really did the same thing today against the Jags. So I think Tampa has every shot at taking on anybody, really, and delivering a heavy blow. Now, can they win a playoff game? Like you said, right now, I would say yes.
Well, think about this too, man. They're going to be, if assume it holds and they win their division, they'll get a home playoff game. So if it holds right now, they would actually host Dallas. So Dallas would be going to Tampa, and I'm not picking Dallas without any thought. I think Tampa could beat them for 100%. They could win that football game.
Well, look, the weapons at offense is tremendous on both sides. If you're talking Dallas and the Bucs, right? That could be a potential, offensive shootout. But it really, in my opinion, if those two actually played, it would come down to the defenses. What defense stepped up and kind of sealed the game. And I may give the edge to the Cowboys because they have a secret weapon called Micah Parsons.
Sure.
And he's phenomenal, defensive player of the year, I hope. Talking about the Bucs and their playoff contention and how they'll shake out. Look, whether or not they can win a playoff game, they've gone so far above what I thought they would this year that I'm happy. And the only Bucs I know in the playoff is Tom Brady Bucs, right? So, to even have the Bucs go into the playoffs, which, they're going to win their division and they're going to make the playoffs and probably have a home spot there. But
we thought they'd be picking top 5 in the draft.
If you're a Bucs fan, you can't be too let down, right? Even if you don't win a playoff game, since Tom Brady, you thought it was going to take years to rebuild. I mean, there were rumors of Mike Evans leaving, and then where's Godwin going?
Even this season, right? A few weeks ago, before early in the season, Mike Evans, the whole contract thing, what was going to happen? Now, Mike Evans, another great year, solidifying his position in the Hall of Fame. And what Baker Mayfield's doing is getting the ball to playmakers. That's what he's doing so well. He's just delivering the ball accurately to his playmakers, to Mike Evans, to Chris Godwin, to the tight end Cade Otton, who I think's underrated. I actually really like him. Rachaad White,
man, come on.
I actually think there was a point in the season that things changed for Tampa, and I think it was when they actually started leaning on Rachaad White, not just in the run game, but in the pass game. When they started saying we're going to utilize him as a receiver as well, and it took off from there.
He's so good. There's two running backs specifically that are underdogs of the year for me, and that's Kyron Williams and Rachaad White. Those two guys, which I had both of them at one time on my fantasy team, got rid of one to you, actually, gave you Rachaad White.
Helped.
You're welcome. Those two guys, man, they embody what it means to be looked over and to actually put your money where your mouth is and show up and play football, because both of those guys, man, they're tremendous. And the Bucs are rolling right now, unlike the Jacksonville Jaguars.